What's up, everybody? Hope you guys had a great weekend. We're getting ready for the trading day here on Monday. I'm going to be going over ticker symbol GME. We're going to cover the Bloomberg article that was published about Ryan Cohen. We're also going to cover the short interest, and then we'll cover the chart and pretty much what we can see. But just to give you a hint, I think we're going to be making some sort of move within the next couple of days. And I honestly think it's going to be to the upside, and we'll dive into that within the charts. But before we dive into covering the article here, if you guys can, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, absolutely smash it, give it a little tickle, tickle, pokey, pokey, whatever you need to do to make sure that it absolutely turns blue, and hit that subscribe button, make sure that you turn on notifications because it helps me fight the YouTube algorithm into beating it into submission and making it become my friend eventually. Cross my fingers, hope so. But let's go ahead and hop over here to this Bloomberg article talking about Ryan Cohen. And honestly, I gave this article a brief read over, and it definitely doesn't paint him in the best of lights because one of the huge things that I saw here was that Cohen will stand for election on June 9th, GameStop said in a statement. So, yay, this is a good thing. But then it plans to pay all the directors entirely in equity while reducing individual directors' compensation by 28%. Not the best thing when you're going to be saying, oh, okay, we're going to be cutting your pay by 28%. Hope you don't mind, kind of thing. Not essentially the best move. That it's not the best move, and it's not going to sit well with a lot of people. The huge thing is that GameStop shares rose as much as 4.4% because we know they did this public offering at the money, which is great because it raised a lot of money for GameStop, and now this will help them not transfer, but transform into an e-commerce giant. On top of that, this is also good news because GameStop is now debt-free. They wrote off all their long-term debt as of April 30th. So moving here into the third, GameStop no longer has any debt on its books, and it just raised, I think it was over a couple $100 million to transform the company into this e-commerce giant, which is awesome. So, but overall, just reading the article, it definitely is very much of a FUD article and talks about how apparently now we're just all Redditors. We're not a retail investor kind of thing, and how we're essentially dying off, and the sentiment within GameStop is dying off. That's far from the truth. And if anything, this just is more confirmation bias for me because this just tells me that this is not over and this is still not a dead cat. So if we hop over here into Webull and cover the chart really on intraday, so GameStop hit an intraday high of 183 and hit a low of 172.75. Now, the key thing that we really want to take a look at here is where are our lines of support. So we know we have support here at 172, and then we also have what's going to become a resistance line now at 174 because we really battled with this area for most of the day. And we also know that 184 is a level of resistance to the upside. So keep that in mind. But really the huge thing, the highlight is we finished down only 1.48%, but we had a really nice high. And every single time that we pulled back, we had a little bit of consolidation, which is good for the stock. It helps with implied volatility, helps keep it down a little bit when we have volatile moves like this. But the huge thing is for most of the day, we spent it within this channel within the RSI for a large part, even the climb up and then the climb back down. We do know that GameStop is still being shorted all the time. The short interest, once again, was up again. We can confirm that in Ortex. But the huge thing I want to do is hop out here to the 5-day time frame. You can really see where we made our move on on Monday. And then for pretty much the whole entire week, we traded within this channel, which is actually really good. And what this is it's pretty much consolidation within this channel, which is very good for the stock because it shows that we're getting comfortable within this channel. And that's very important because we want to make a move to the upside. We need to be comfortable where we currently are at. Now, granted, we've been swinging between 181 and let's say 172. We can really throw 166, this breakout here, as an outlier. This was more of just confirming that this is a good level of support for us, which is needed to be done. But honestly, we've been consolidating literally Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So great news for the stock that we've been consolidating within this channel, and we haven't broken down and seen 160. Like, this proves right away that GameStop is not dead. It's not a dying sentiment. If anything, we're seeing consolidation, because what happens in consolidation is you get comfortable within a price movement, and normally you see a decrease in volume over time. So that's what we're seeing right now. We have the RSI sitting here at 43 and after hours. Going into the close, we do have a bullish crossover on the MACD here, so keep that in mind. We did test oversold right here, right before the close. So the fact that we were able to dip out of oversold and then close our RSI at 42 is good for the stock. I will take that on a Friday, and I will take that for GameStop. But the huge thing I want to do is hop out here to the 1 month time frame and take a look really at the stock from a 1 month time frame, because you can see how comfortable we've been getting within this channel. When we get down below it, we make very volatile moves, and you can see that we tried to come up here and we got rejected at 172. We did some consolidating to the downside. We had another retest of 172, and then we stair-stepped ourselves down to 150, and then we had the at-the-money offering, which really sent the stock propelling upwards. So when we're making these moves and getting rejected, we're giving up a little bit, and we're continuing that trend. We gave up a little bit here, but the huge thing that I'm taking a look at, and I'm going to delete these support lines here. Well, yeah, let's actually leave them. I'm going to grab my trend line here, is I'm starting to see what's the making of a bull flag. Now, maybe this is just me trying to be like overly optimistic about the stock, but what this is we have our pop, our high here of 198, and then we have our consolidation period. And this is literally what we're doing, is we're consolidating within the stock, and we're getting comfortable within this territory. Now, what makes this a bull flag is here on 423, we had a pop all the way up. 426 obviously was Monday, so we have a nice run up and a nice move in an upwards direction, followed by consolidation. So we're consolidating within this channel, and if you notice, there's really only 1 day left. We could probably draw down and make it another 2 days, but I honestly think, given where we are, we're trading just below our 60-day moving average. We're trading above our 200-day EMA, and then if we look down here, the MACD on a micro scale is in bearish territory, because this is 4 days of negative consolidation. However, if we do hop out here to the day, you can even see the bull pennant even more. You can see the run up, and then this is our consolidation period here. You can draw it out a little bit more if you want. But really, the huge thing is we have a crossover here on our MACD. We have a bullish confirmation here. So I think in the next either day or two, we will be seeing some sort of move from GameStop. And I have to say, with the fact that we had the at-the-money offering and now GameStop is debt-free, I do not see a reason why it would be to the downside. I only see reasons of the price moving upwards, and I honestly think we're going to be going upwards, and we're going to be testing that 184 line. We're also going to be moving further up and hopefully testing 198 or getting above 200. That would be awesome, because we know once we get above 200, we can absolutely start running with the stock. So I think that's what I'm going to be looking for here in the next 1 to 2 days, is really GameStop making some sort of move. What would confirm the move for me inside this bullish pennant is if we have a day here where we close one candle above this pennant. If we close I'm on the hour time scale right now. We have one candle that closes above it. The next thing that I'm going to be looking at is where are we sitting here? Are we sitting at 184? That we're going to be our breakout point? Because if we break above this and then we break above 184, we're going to start running, because we're going to have a very bullish sentiment within the stock. And that's personally what I'm looking for in the next 1-2 days, really, within GameStop, is that we're going to have to make some sort of move. And I honestly believe it is going to be a move to the upside, because I don't see a reason why it would be a move to the downside. But let's go ahead and cover the short interest on GameStop. And on Friday, it was up 1.7%. So our short interest of free float is now sitting at 23.71%. Our current short interest in shares is 12.0%. 1.02 million shares. We saw a borrowed shares of 523,000, return shares of 278,700, and a borrowed change of 245K. So still increasing in short interest. There's no covering that's going on. Our days to cover is actually only going up on the scale. So there's shorts aren't covering at all. So if you see anyone who's saying that shorts are covering, they're absolutely lying to you, because I can tell you right now, the days to cover is not decreasing at all. And if we saw shorts covering, we would be seeing the days to cover drop. And we would also see a huge change in our current short interest. And we would see that reflected also within the stock, because it would be moving upwards. So keep that in mind. Anyone who says that our days to cover is, anyone who says that our shorts are covering is absolutely lying, and that is an absolute incorrect fact. And you need to say something about that, because we have our days to cover increasing, we have our short interest increasing. So it is absolutely increasing. It is not going away. But let's hop back over here to the chart. So overall, from Monday, the huge things that I'm going to be looking at is, if we have another day of consolidation, I'm really going to be looking at us having a consolidation between, honestly, 173, and then the lowest point would be 166. But if we can really continue to respect that 172 support, I think it's going to be very good for the stock. And we honestly could have our breakout tomorrow, because keep in mind, we did have that at the money offering, and now it's, as of April 30th, GameStop is debt free, close of business. So this is the first day of trading that GameStop is going to be debt free. We also, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, all the social media bots that are out there saying that how this is all dead, this is dead, we just need to give up, kind of thing. And I'm getting the comments in my YouTube channel like left and right, and it's beyond annoying to me. But you can clearly see that the hedge funds are trying to push this down, because their philosophy is, if we have a negative Monday, if we have a very red Monday, that we're going to lose sentiment in the stock, and then we're just not going to be trading the stock as much. But little do we know, we're just going to sit here and hold it, and we can let them continue doubling down on their position, and eventually we'll just get our position, and this will take off, because there's going to be a squeeze, and it's going to be a very violent squeeze. Hopefully we can make it as controlled as possible, but I definitely see us making a move here in the next day or two to the upside. I don't see it to being to the downside, but you can drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you see this bull pennant here? Because I mean, I can even hop out here to the day chart, and I can even see the bull pennant from a larger scale of after our run up, honestly. So if we take our run up here, I'm going to delete all these lines. If we take our second line here, come down here, and then take it from the low after our run up, we absolutely are still forming a bull flag no matter what. So we are definitely in bullish territory, and we just have to make that move, and then we have to break some form of resistance. And the nearest resistance that I see is going to be that 184 resistance, and then after that, it's going to be $198 and $200 to the upside, and then we know above $200 the stock can get absolutely running. But drop a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Am I absolutely crazy when I'm seeing these things on the charts? I know that this is technically considered a meme stock, and you can't really do TA on it, but honestly, this is lining up, and I'm starting to see that we're going to be making some form of bullish move, and we're primed for a breakout here. So let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Also, remember to drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell also. See you in the next one. Peace.